Hey guys, welcome back to Legaia 2 Duel Saga, or Legaia 2 Duel Saga, or whatever you want to call this game. Beep bop booty bop. When we last left off, we were coming down the mountain with Kaizen after eating the mountain morgue and getting our origin powers. Just saying, I don't show off much of the origin powers. I think the combat is on itself fine. And I don't really use the origin power. Like Maya, up to this point, I never really used her to her full potential. Even though she's pretty much just a free heal. And all you need to do is just buy some magic potions for her every once in a while. But, in any case, say if you did not grind with Kaizen and you immediately went to this place, do not fret, because once you step out of here and step back onto that pad thing, Kaizen will take you back to the house, and it's an instant transition. He's just like, do you want to try tomorrow? And we accept. So yay! We also get a free homemade lunch, which restores 500 AP. No, 500 HP. Yeah. So that's always good. That's a good prize. And you also get to play with Kaizen a little bit more. So that's great as well. Here's me showing off a little bit more of the equipment, I guess. And yeah. Also, we have still Kenjiro still out here. I don't think I mentioned his name yet, but he has a lot of expensive stuff, and I think I said this before, how he may be just in one single place in every single area. I've played a little bit more of the game to make sure I have enough parts for you guys. It seems more so that he is in one specific spot where the story wants you to be, and after you get to a certain point, he starts just sprouting around in different areas of the game. So, yeah, that badly made cut right there was because I spent a lot of time trying to sell my items, buy items, trying to get away so I can try to get a certain weapon with them, and I did. I got a gold sword, so that's good. And then now Kaizen will rejoin the party, and now we can grind for a little bit. And speaking of Kaizen, before we get up to the part, yeah, I grinded for a little bit with Kaizen, and then one move I didn't show off with Kaizen was his last super move. So Fever Wind, and that's it. Back to adventure. So here's all the equipment. Like I said, I have a gold sword for Lang that does a lot more attacks, has a lot more attack power, and yeah. So let's get back to adventure. Woo! So, I'm gonna wait till we actually get into the place. Yeah, Kaizen doesn't come with you even if you join his party, which is fine. You can get through this place without him, but just that you want to level up a little bit more, such to make an easier trip, because these guys have some nasty special effects. I mean, yeah, special effects. Anyways, I'm not gonna lie and say that I was looking at a wiki page, and that's why you're gonna see so many pause menu cuts. Because this place can potentially be a giant labyrinth, and I had stuff to do, so I don't want to. And also, I don't want to show you guys me just running through the thing. Also, Another thing is that while I was grinding, I was able to get up to 5. So I gotta show off some arts. This is Battle Flash. And this is what I'm talking about. This dude has the ability to give you berserk, which means you can't control that character. That character won't respond to you. See, like if you go to battle, you can't pick his moves. It's always randomized. If he does an art, then that was just a computer. See, he did 1 strike there. The worst thing is that he can attack Maya as well in Berserker mode. So you're gonna see a lot of people picking on Maya. And the only reason why I didn't treat it was A, because I didn't have any items to actually treat it, and B, I thought Berserk would just make him do a bunch of random moves till the enemy was dead, and then he killed Maya, and that was actually a big giant problem for me, because I didn't want him to.
Didn't expect that.
I was gonna show off all the arts in this battle, but I kept this battle in because I wanted to talk about the Berserker actually itself. It is a nasty ability. But the other enemy you saw was the Gondolk. He doesn't really have a special ability nor like a special attack. The only thing he has is the fact that he's short, so all tall strikes. That happens with both of these enemies, I think. So there's Battle Flash, by the way. Yeah, but a lot of these enemies are really short, so they won't get hit by higher attacks. So yeah. I would come in here with some decent amount of supplies. Like I have 30 heal leaves because I know this is gonna be a rough ride. The fact that it's a labyrinth doesn't help. But what we're gonna get at the end of this is gonna make it all worth it. So now we have spike lizards, which I'm not sure if we fought on the outside yet, but we haven't seen them in a while, and we got to show off some moves, so might as well put them in the battle. And like the people out on the outside of this battle, they have the same abilities. They can give you venom, and yeah, all 5 art block moves for Lang. I think a lot for all the other characters except for a certain other character I'm gonna get to later. They add 3 hits. Like for a 5 block thing, you can potentially hit 5 times. Hold on, this is really cool. I love that move for some reason.
All right.
The Moonflower. Has the, like, yeah, 5 block moves have the potential of hitting 5 times, but with the using a 5 block art thing, makes you able to hit them 3 times for that last block. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you initiate the art, and then it's 5, 6, 7. And the only reason why you saw 7 right there is because one of the things missed because he's a small enemy. So yeah, we learned some arts, and I think actually that was our last art we actually can learn. So later on we're gonna tackle something else that comes with having 5 arts, and it's actually pretty cool. It's one of the things that makes this game very unique to me. That there's only one game I can think of, and that is actually Legend of Legaia that does this. And I only know that because I looked it up. But as we make our way through this labyrinth, there's nothing really to talk about. I guess we can talk about Kaizen and what's going on with him. Because let me just tell you guys that eventually, but by the end of this, we're gonna be around the same level as him. So don't worry about having to even out levels, trying to make Kaizen the same as Lang, because eventually they're all just gonna even out. By the way, I was gonna be like, take the lower path, because I think later on I choose the upper path when I should take the lower path. By the way, these guys are jerks, and if you want to have a first boss strike with him, you have to tackle him from behind, and then you get the first strike against those two.
Haven't noticed us yet.
And again, I'm leaving this one in because it's a mandatory encounter. No matter how you tackle the story, you have to face him. But here's where we're gonna learn something really cool. See, if I do Sandstorm and it ends with a left-right, and then Shadow Split ends with an up-down, see? I can string arts together. And that's really cool because it initiates so much strategy into the game. Like, I know I did it with Kaizen, I think. Maybe. But it adds like planning of the battle. It adds math to the battle as well, because Shadow Split recovers 20 AP and Sandstorm uses 16 AP. So essentially, after doing that combo move, you have 4 AP you're gaining. So it's a win-win situation. You're not going to lose AP doing it.
It's over.
And the only reason why I did Windblade is because I wanted to show off Windblade
No
a little bit
problem.
more. Because after this, we're not, because you know, the essentialness of using 2 arts instead of 1 art kind of makes 5 arts a little bit useless. I'm not gonna lie. Well, until we get more blocks, and then maybe they come in a little bit more useful, but for now, not really. And this is a little cool little segment. How you have him jumping from rock to rock. And here, take the lower path if you don't want to fight anything. There's nothing up here. All there is just a random battle. And once you climb this, there's nothing up here. But going back to Kaizen, yeah, don't worry about him being really over leveled than you guys, because after a certain part of the story, he starts becoming a just normal character instead of an overpowered one. By the way, that was a puzzle. A very, very easy puzzle, mind you. If you missed it, you had to stand on the block and light the torch. Of course, there's going to be harder ones than that later on, but I'm just saying for now, that's a little tutorial section telling you what to do. So yeah. I think after this part, I'm going to start just making random rants, because some of the areas don't have much to say about them. But I won't be doing that till later parts, so stay tuned. I don't even know how far I'm in with this video, so I gotta make it to the end. I gotta make it to the end. We're approaching the next puzzle segment, which is there's only one truth, which means that this is a random puzzle, and I get it. I think I read that it was randomized at points, but I just picked one randomly and I got it. So, huzzah. If you don't get it, I think you have to leave the room and come back, or you step on one of the stone things that resets it. And this is really cool. In the Secret of Fang, and I immediately open it. Teach it to my guy. He learned Raging Fang, and officially all super arts are gone. We don't need to do them anymore because of how awesome hyper arts are. And I'm talking about it even before I even show it. Just wait till I show it. But now, yeah, it loops. So we are instantly getting out of this joint. And we immediately join up with Kaizen. So, huzzah. By the way, I don't know if his name is pronounced Kaizen or Kaizen or something like that. But I'm just going to call him Kaizen for now. Because that's a cool name. And I'm a cool dude who wants to just talk. Oh yeah, by the way, he scolded you for reading that way too early. By the way, how does he know that I read it? Maybe I just read the top part of it and just told him the name of it. Like, if you get a stack of papers, you can read the top part of it. If it says like, for example, like, super mega death ray on the top part of it, and it's like, oh, what's this super mega death ray? It's like, oh, you read it? I'm like, no, I just read the title. That's how I know this is something that has to do with the super mega death ray. But now we are showing off some darn hyper arts. Yeah. So you don't have to put in any movements for it. You just instantly do that, and we're gonna chain it up with a Thunder Flash, which gives a 20 AP. This hyper art, which is a 3 art block one, costs 30 AP to use. So yeah. So once Kaizen stops punching this random dude, maybe we can actually show off the hyper art.
Next.
And here it is. Look at the damage as I'm doing this. That can only get higher.
Too easy.
Hyper arts are different than normal arts. With hyper arts, you, like, with regular arts and super arts, you have to just put in the block things and you instantly learn them. With hyper arts, you have to find the scroll or teachings or the box with the actual thing in it. That will teach you the quote-unquote secret of the technique. So you are able to pull it off. Another thing that's cool about hyper arts is that they essentially are another thing to teach experience to, because the majority of hyper arts have levels to them. Raging Fang is a level 1 of 3 levels. The next art, you have to keep on doing the hyper art in order to learn the next level of the art itself, and it's usually more powerful. It costs more to use, but that's just par for the course. And once we actually get our way to when we have a lot of blocks and we can keep up longer combos of moves, it's not really going to become an issue at all. So also it ties into Thunder Flash, which gives us 20 right off the bat, so chaining in something else with 36, which would make it only 4. Make it only 4. Like, ugh. Never mind, I'm getting confused with this. So now Kaizen wants to join us, and he's going to do a financially ruining thing right now. You wanted that pot, right? Take everything in the house. Why would you do that? Why would you give everything to this one random dude? Just because you're leaving the place, like, just because Lang left his home didn't mean that he gave up everything he owned. Oh yeah, by the way, a little subtle hint's gonna happen right now. I'm gonna want you to see if you can spot it. Yes, the Scroll of Magmadome. Or the thing that wasn't in blue letters. But I think we're approaching the end of this part, so I'll see you guys in the next part, which is part 11. So, see you guys then. Bye.